Breaking news, according to my source, WB CEO wants to bring Injustice up to the Mortal Kombat level. Now, he has specifically instructed NRS to find a way to bring Injustice up to a Mortal Kombat level, which is the reason why Injustice was not announced, because it needed more time to get a complete reboot across the board. Now, I've been waiting for this Injustice news to come in for a while so I can make a video on this. Now, a lot of you are probably asking, how does this tie into Mortal Kombat 12? And the video says, or it's titled Mortal Kombat 12. Well, let me explain and I'll get to it in a second. So basically what the CEO wants Ed Boon and NRS to do is to use these universes to its advantage so it can bring Injustice up to speed. Now remember, we had that game called Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Remember that game? Yeah, and remember how the story modes were connected, where you can choose your side or choose your destiny if you wanted to be heroes or if you wanted to be villains, or if you wanted to be DC or if you wanted to be Mortal Kombat. It showed you a different perspective of the story, right? Well, now they are considering sorry guys. I'm sorry, I'd be tired. They are considering using these games as two different universes. For example, they can continue Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, except this time it will be called Mortal Kombat versus Injustice. So you would be able to play Injustice 3, just as an example. Injustice 3, as an example, would be its own story mode parallel to Mortal Kombat 12. Mind you, this is just an example. They'll probably create an entire different universe for this, which is what we're speaking on. So we're using Injustice 3 and Mortal Kombat 12 as an example. I'm not saying that these story modes are going to cross over so soon. That's not what I'm saying. So just an example. You're going to play one game, which would be Mortal Kombat, which has a story mode. And then you play Injustice 3, which is going to have a story mode, but it's going to be two opposites, two parallels. You'll be able to play almost the same story, but from different perspectives, in a very in-depth video game. So they're working on getting that together, and the bosses is something that's going to be one of the main core parts, and that's why they're looking to bring back I believe it was Darkseid. Was it Darkseid or was it Shao Kahn Dark or something like that? I can't remember his name, but it was the boss villain from Injustice, where they kind of like merged Darkseid and he became another villain or something like that. I don't know. I'll put the footage on your screen. You should be seeing it on your screen now, actually playing. So that's that basically. But that's what the plan is going forward, is to bring Injustice up to the Mortal Kombat level by doing so by exploiting his villains and making it a better fighting game. I'm so excited that they're scrapping Injustice all the way down the middle. This is great news, and they're going to be bringing it up to make it a hardcore fighting game. I never really got into Injustice because it was just too cartoony for me. I know a lot of you probably like, what? Injustice cartoony? Well, the number one thing I did not like about Injustice is the fact that the camera angle for the fighting was so far back. I did not like that at all. Now, Mortal Kombat 11, the camera is all up on the characters. You really can kind of get into the fight. You can get into the fight and kind of get lost in it. That's one of my favorite things about MK11. Same thing with MKX. I really couldn't get into MKX because they had that camera angle issue. At least for me, there was a camera angle issue where it's like, yo, this camera is just too far back. Like, put me up on the characters. I need to see who I'm smacking in 3D, you know? So they have fixed that with MK11, and let's hopefully keep our fingers crossed that they can fix this with not MK, but you know, this yawning during videos need to stop, guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna do better. So yeah, they're rebooting that, and at some point in the future, it's going to tie over with Mortal Kombat, because again, the stories are going to be parallel to each other. That's what's going to happen. So again, that's why I titled this video Mortal Kombat 12, because it's a part of the MKU, which is the DCU, the DCEU, I should say, is they're going to be merging these things so they both can become multi-million-dollar properties. So shout out to them for, you know, well, shout out to WB CEO, you know, because he really out here doing this thing. Now, is he a little brutal? Yes, he's a little brutal. you know, but he is doing his thing. He's making it happen the way it's supposed to, and I got to give him his credit for that. So I'm excited to see what an NRS game is going to look like under his leadership, or I should say under his, you know, under his wing, under his umbrella, because, you know, he's changed a lot of things since he's been there. Now, also, I just want to throw this in there real quick. If you haven't seen my previous video of me, what was the previous video I did was the CEO of, the co-CEO of DC Comics, no, not DC Comics, DC Studios confirmed some of my leak videos. So you should go check that video out if you have not watched it already. It's a really good video. It should play directly after this one. Now, I want to pass this question off to you guys in the comment section below. How do you feel about them getting ready to turn Injustice franchise into a Mortal Kombat franchise? Let me add more context on that, because some people like to take stuff and run with it. So what I mean by that in context is, how do you feel about them bringing the Injustice franchise up to Mortal Kombat's level as far as quality, as far as fatalities and things of that nature? Now, a lot of you don't know this, but Injustice did have brutalities. There were brutalities in Injustice, but it was cut later in the game's production because they were planning on saving it for not Mortal Kombat. They were planning on saving it for Injustice 3. But with this big reboot coming on, this is definitely something to look forward to, because it's just going to put the game exactly where it needs to be. Again, it looked like we're going to have a good year next year. We got the Game Awards coming up this year. Also told that the release date that they're looking to get is in April. That's the first release date, April 2023. The second release date is in November. So hopefully they can hit one of these release dates. I think it's going to be April if they premiere the game at the Game Awards. Now, that's still up for debate, because I haven't received word that NRS hit their deadline. My source has not told me if they hit their deadline or not. So again, just a quick recap. If they hit their deadline, there will be a reveal at the Game Awards. If they do not hit their deadline, there will not be a reveal at the Game Awards, and we will more than likely get that game reveal in November of 2023 is when we're going to get it, or at least that's when we'll get the release date. Will be November of 2023 is when we would actually be able to get our hands on the actual game. So that's what it's looking like from here forth going out. Now, if you're watching this video for the first time, please be sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and hit like also, because this is your brand new favorite and exclusive place for daily Mortal Kombat content. I have tons of content on this channel. I have lore videos, I have some documentaries, I have just all types of information on this channel, including leaks. So if you're interested in what's going on in the Mortal Kombat universe, you can get all that right here on this channel. Also, Mortal Kombat movie news will be returning soon. So I'm going to try to pump things up and get us back to at least 2 to 3 videos a day. That's the goal here, which means I'm going to have to put in more work. Don't worry, I'm going to do that on my day off. I'm going to put in some more work so you guys can have your videos set up ahead of time, and you guys don't have to worry about you know, me skipping a day, or you guys not having any video, or whatever the case may be. So again, I appreciate you guys so much. Another question I want to pass off to you guys in the comment section below: would you like a longer story mode? Because I will be making a video about that. My source did slide me the info that this is going to be one of the longest MK games that they're working on. So I'm very interested in that, because I like long games. I like when it take a long time to beat the games, because it just shows that the company has really put a lot into those games. For example, Grand Theft Auto is a very, very long game. I think the longest Grand Theft Auto was like Grand Theft Auto 4, or it was Vice City. Somebody can correct me in the comment sections below. But I think MK11 was okay. It wasn't like very, very long, but I think we did get at least 8 to 9 hours of content. Y'all could correct me in the comments on that too, but I think it was like 8 to 9 hours of content, DLC included, or you know, it possibly could have been more. But at this point, I just know we all excited. We waiting for it to come out. I can't wait for Injustice, because they have a lot of good things planned for that game, and I also cannot wait for Mortal Kombat. So I'm gonna pass another question over you guys in the comment section below. Which game are you waiting for the most? Is it Mortal Kombat 12 or is it Injustice? Which one got your heart? Let me know. I know it sounds like a stupid question, but I promise you it's not. I want both of them at this point. With that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.